Welcome back, Pokemon fans. Angel of the Night 091 here. We are back again with a viewer battle with Dave. And of course, Dave and I are going to be doing a doubles match. He's decided to bring in some legendary Pokemon with him today. He's got Mewtwo and Regigigas. And of course, I've got Tornadus and my Rillaboom. Now, this team that I'm using is a very common team of mine. It's something that I've used quite often, more so back prior to Regulation G. So if you guys can figure it out, post your comments down below. We got the Grassy Terrain set up here, and of course that's going to heal up a lot of our Pokemon each turn as we go through the match. And of course, we're going to try to set up the Tailwind, and we're also going to try to go for the Fake Out onto the Mewtwo. Mewtwo is by far the biggest threatening Pokemon here onto this field right at the moment, so we want to make sure that it's going to be able to flinch, so that way it can't do any kind of moves. Now, of course, we get the Tailwind that's going to boost up the speed of our team the entire X many turns. I believe it's 5 turns that Tailwind is in effect for. Knockoff, of course, coming in from the Regigigas. Now, Regigigas is not really a big threat right now due to the slow start ability. But I am currently right now kind of looking through the team and trying to debate on when I'm going to bring out certain Pokemon. Reason being is that if you guys seen that Galarian Zapdos, you guys know that I have the Grassy Seed onto it. That's going to boost up some defenses. And of course, we also have Rain Dance coming into play because of the Basquilegion. So at some point, we do actually have to bring out the 2 Pokemon in behind. We're going to go for the U-turn here with the Rillaboom. That's going to be super effective onto the Mewtwo due to the Psychic typing. And Rillaboom goes back to the party. Now, it's kind of a toss-up here at this point if we're going to go in with Zapdos or the Basquilegion. Either would have been a good choice, but we actually end up going in for the Zapdos here at this time. That way we can activate that Grassy Seed and get those boosted defenses there for that Zapdos. In comes the Aura Sphere into the Tornadus, not very effective due to the flying typing. And of course there's the Body Slam coming in from the Regigigas into the Galarian Zapdos, not really doing much damage. Now that we've got the rain set up, we can actually go for the Bleak Wind Storm. That should be able to hit both parties, and then of course we're also going to try to get some damage off here with this awesome Galarian Zapdos. The opposing side, both Pokemon shiny. Looks like Dave might be a shiny hunter. We actually get the Bleak Wind off here. We actually knock out the Mewtwo, and then of course that's going to leave the Regigigas open to the Thunderous Kick. So here we go with the Galarian Zapdos. Will this be enough to take out the Regigigas? And not really, actually. It actually manages to stay in there. We do get a defense drop, which is pretty awesome. In comes the Body Slam into the Tornadus. For us, unfortunately, it's a critical hit, but we do manage to survive that, which is pretty awesome, and no paralysis. So it's looking pretty decent there for the Tornadus at this time. We can actually get another move in into the next turn. And Dave actually brings in his Necrozma next. Now, it looks like this too is also shiny. Man, you've got a lot of time on your hands there, Dave. A lot of time on your hands. The only shiny out of this so far that I've actually obtained myself was a shiny Mewtwo in Pokemon Let's Go, but that's a completely different story. We're going to set up the Bleak Wind Storm here. We're going to try to hit both Pokemon on the opposing side. And of course, because we've actually managed to use our Grassy Seed, we're actually going to be able to use Acrobatics, which is going to be double the power for this next turn. Now, we do end up going in for the Terrestrialization of Fire. I'm sure there was a reason for it when I decided to go for this, but here we go with the Bleak Wind Storm. That's actually going to finish off the Regigigas, and it's going to leave the Necrozma still on the field, unfortunately. Now, I don't remember the entire team that Dave had, other than the 4 that have actually been in this video. This battle was quite some time ago. Luckily for us, we actually do manage to take out the Necrozma here, but I'm sure there was a reason why I went for the Terra Fire. I'm pretty sure there was another Pokemon that he had that might have been able to take out the Zapdos in a certain event. In comes the shiny black Rayquaza. Now, it looks like this guy might have went on a little adventure there with Captain Pikachu or whatnot. We do still have our Tornadus into the field. We're going to go for the Bleak Wind, and then of course we're also going to go for the Acrobatics with the double damage. Looks like Dave is going to go in for the Terrestrialization here, and we're going to find out what type it's going to go into. It looks like it's going to be Dragon. I've seen a lot of people go for like Terra Flying with Rayquaza. I've also seen them go for Ice. I've seen them go for Steel. I've never seen them really go for just pure Dragon. He does avoid the Bleak Wind, and we do manage to get the acrobatics off here, which is pretty fantastic. He's going to go in for the fly, so he's actually going to go up into the air at this point. So I don't really know if... I don't think Bleak Wind actually affects Pokemon that are in the air or not. I know Thunder could. Twister might perhaps be able to do it, or Hurricane, but I don't think Bleak Wind does. We're going to go in for the Protect here with the Zapdos, of course. We don't want to take any kind of damage from the Rayquaza. And then, of course, here's the Bleak Wind Storm. Actually, Rayquaza avoids that, so I'm not really sure how that works. I mean, if Rayquaza's in the air and, you know, it's raining and whatnot, and this is a storm, I'm not really sure why it wasn't capable of hitting. The rain has stopped now, and we're actually kind of thinking about what we're going to do. We're kind of looking at some stats here, see what's boosted, see what's not. We are going to go in for the Tailwind, set up the speed again, and then, of course, we're going to go for yet again another Acrobatics. Now, because the Tornadus is Prankster, if I'm not mistaken, it does get that Tailwind off first. And then, of course, the Acrobatics actually manages to pull off more damage this time, which is pretty fantastic, picking up the KO with the Rayquaza. So good game, Dave. Thank you very much for the battle. And if you guys enjoyed the match, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, post your comments down below, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.